Hey, welcome back to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host, Eben, and today we're with Jeff, and we're doing our Thursday night live here on the channel, and we're going to be giving everyone a chance to ask some questions. We're going to have an interesting fella on the channel today. I think Jeff ended up coming across the guy. He found him somewhere. I don't know nothing about him, but I know he's going to be on the channel, so we'll have him on to ask him some questions. But yeah, so today we're just hanging out, relaxing back at Express Lube and Auto Repair. And what we do is we call this like a home base. So basically, you know, we do lots of lube jobs here because Jeff has these grandfathered in pits, and the pits allow you to walk down underneath and you can service the vehicle. And you know, what the heck, I'll just show it to you. I'll show you what it looks like. So right here is a pit, right, and right down there is where you go down. You walk on the steps right here. It's a little bit dark, and that's what you got. And you just do all your servicing, which is really great. And Jeff's just getting the Facebook all dialed in. We're not pros at this yet, but we're getting it all set up. So yeah, we're just hanging out, just got some products, doing some other oil changes coming up. We're doing a, what is it, a Toyota Tacoma coming up. We're gonna be doing 1030 in that bad boy. We're doing a little silicone on all the rubbers. Protection, protection, protection. And then we're also doing the PI Performance Improver. We're doing some fuel injection stuff. So how are we looking, Jeff?
We're looking pretty good, sir.
See, here he is. The lighting's a little weird.
Hey!
But there's Jeff.
We're pulling it all up.
Yep. Jeff's doing he's setting up the Facebook Live so we can tap it from multiple angles.
We're going to go live here.
See, this is what we call the over the shoulder.
That's right. Ooh.
Boom. And there's Jeff with his big jumbo cods.
Facebook, cancel, and...
And
there we go.
so yeah, so we're just hanging out.
Okay.
Jeff's he should have the live feed up.
Yep.
And he should be able to see questions.
We're live.
So he can read it soon.
Live chat.
Yeah, we need that up.
Perfect. Okay, so we're up on
you got the live chat up?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we're going to be answering your questions, and you can even ask Jeff some questions today too.
Yeah.
You know, because I know the last couple videos, we're just kind of getting our toes wet, and we're not engaging with the audience. I really appreciate you checking out the channel, being a part of it, sharing it.
Yeah, we missed a couple last time, I heard
Yeah,
post-mortem.
yeah, we missed some questions, and we're just getting our toes wet with this stuff. Because, you know, for me, I always edit these videos when I do them. I don't really think about a live stream, but you know what? We got so much more utility we can do, right, Jeff?
Absolutely. We have so much.
We're going to be bringing so much different content, and it's going to be interesting. So definitely put your sneakers on and get ready to run. I mean, it's going to be nutty. So here, this is what Jeff's doodling with. He's got his Pro Pack set up. That's his tripod. He's got his Apple Intel. He's got his backup battery set up. That's his gig.
Because you got to.
Got lots of cool stuff in the shop. Boom, boom. So yeah. And Jeff is, he's the ultimate technician.
Okay, so we're live over here.
We're live over there. We're going to be sticking you back on the tripod, and we're going to get to our live feed so you can start asking questions. Now, when do you want that guy, the guy you found?
Oh, the guy I found on Fremont Street?
Yeah, when do you want him to, because I think we stuck him, did we stick him in the back office so he stopped talking?
I think we had to bury him. I mean, not too far. I'm going to say, you know what, I think he'll be here in about 5 minutes. Even, will you go look for him real quick?
All right, let me take a look for this guy.
Let
me set this up for a second. Here's Jeffrey.
All right, I'm going to try to be as interesting as I possibly can.
Oh,
I don't know if that's possible. We'll see.
easy as pie, Jeff.
All right, so we got a good feed over here.
And now you can read questions. You can answer their questions.
Yes. All right, so we are back. We're good. I got 2. This is fantastic. Okay, guys. So, while Eben goes and gets our friend Wic Stevens, so sorry on that. We had actually found him on Fremont Street. He was wandering around, kind of confused. I'm not 100% sure little bit off base, but a nice guy, a genuine guy. Seems like he knows a little bit about cars. I don't know how much, but I don't know if he knows his elbow from his asshole, but definitely knows a little bit about cars. But again, super nice. We're really looking forward to welcoming him on the channel here. And so, yep, if you guys have any questions, let's see here. I've got 2 watchers, and I've got the live chat pulled up on both. So if you're looking on Facebook or if you're looking on YouTube, go ahead and pop in questions. I will be peeking down occasionally to see what we got going on. But yeah, so it has been an awesome week. Another week down, another week to go. We had a lot of Amsoil action this week here at the shop. Looking forward to some. I got some new employees. We're going to try every other week or so. I'm going to bring one of the technicians in so we can you can learn the crew here. You can learn the people that we work with and that you know, we enjoy spending time with, because work is more than just work. If you're going to spend long hours, you need to enjoy them. That's, you know, a little philosophy for you. So that being said, holy moly, we're up and running. Cool. So all right, write a comment. All right, we're in there. So anybody, if you know, want to throw a comment in there, and that'd be all right with me. So let's see, where did we leave off last week? Last week we had Steve as a guest, Steven, and talked a lot about diesels. He is definitely our diesel guy. We're probably going to have him back at some point, and yeah, we're going to have some fun. Oh boy, I think we got our friend on his way here. He looks this way, over here.
Oh, hey, Jeff.
A little bit lost.
What is this, cameras here?
These are our cameras. Okay, say, oh, there it is.
Is that the camera?
Oh, back up. Calm down. Have a seat.
All right.
Have a seat.
All right. Sit down here.
There we go.
Is this okay?
I'm going to say we're fine. We're good. So say hello to my friends on YouTube.
Hi, guys. My name's Wic Stevens.
And go ahead and say hello to my friends on Facebook.
Oh, hello.
All right, fantastic. Let me get this turned just a wee bit.
So Eben said that he didn't want to hear me talk at all.
Okay, well.
So he just stayed over there. He said he don't want to hear me at all.
I don't blame him, but I don't understand that. That's okay. That's okay.
That's what everybody says when I tell them how to do their driving.
You know, I mean, a lot of grown folk don't take kindly to that stuff. And if you've heard that before, let me know. Grown folk, you know, grown folk are.
Yeah, not really.
No, that's okay. We don't want to be grown folk. Nobody wants to go. Growing into an adult is the ultimate trick. They screwed you. Just so everybody knows, you got screwed. Trick. So tell me where you're from.
So my name's Wic Stevens, and I'm actually from Wicksville, Kentucky.
That's a coincidence that you're Wic Stevens in Wicksville, Kentucky.
And my mom named me Wic because that's the town that I grew up in.
You don't say. Were you born there too?
I was.
In a barn?
No, I was not born in a barn.
Because you left that door open over there. I'm just asking. It's just a don't worry about it. It's just a question.
Oh my God! All right.
So
I'm sorry, I forgot.
That's okay. Hey, look, worse things have happened in the world. So let's see. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your interest in the automotive field? Obviously, I see we have a nice snap-on hat.
Yep.
And I see we got ourselves a fancy dancy jumper.
This is my usuals. When I'm not racing, I'm tooling on vehicles. Okay. This is what I feel the best in. I'm comfortable. If I can scoot up here.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Have fun. I'm scooting.
All right. So this is what I love to wear when I'm tooling on things, and I just don't have to worry about cleaning up nothing.
Oh. Nothing. That's fair. It's utility. Utility at its finest.
Yep.
Okay. So what all can you tell us about your first experience with vehicles? How old were you? Wait, you were born in the back of the car, weren't you? I'm just guessing.
I was, but I wasn't.
Okay.
They carried her from the back into the hospital. Water busted on the floor.
Oh, good enough. Good enough.
So.
All right, I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
Yep.
So, what's your passion in vehicles?
My passion is racing.
Ah,
I love to go fast, and
All
that's
right.
what I do the best.
Your family.
Actually, better than everyone because they call me a little nickname. They call me Wic the Dick Stevens, and the only reason why they call me a dick sometimes is because I whoop their ass on the racetrack. That's why.
So they're haters. We have haters.
You can call them that. I mean, I just do what I do. It's natural. I don't even think about nothing when I'm out there racing.
Okay. I mean, you don't think about nothing a lot, though, right? It's a good way to be. It's a great way to be. Look, the eternal sunshine of a spotless mind. These are wonderful things to have. So
This is my thinking cap. This keeps my mind square,
okay.
and I know what I'm doing when I'm wrenching on things.
I want a hat like that.
It is.
Yes.
It's my favorite hat. I got it for free.
Oh, free. You can't beat free. I like free.
And this guy gave me this whole lesson on Snap-on. He showed me how to break loose a bolt, 300 pounds,
Nice.
with my pinky. It was a 21-foot breaker box, and they said that they don't usually make it no more because it's tough to maneuver in a shop.
A little unwieldy.
But I broke a 300-pound bolt with my pinky.
Wow. That's thoroughly impressive. Thoroughly impressive. So next time I run across that bolt, I'm gonna call you.
I got it ready.
All right. So what are you driving? What does Wic drive?
I drive a Corvette.
Okay. What kind of
and
Corvette?
That's where the Corvette's made, is in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yes, I'm familiar with that.
And I don't like to tool on nothing but Corvettes. That's my favorite. They're American. I don't like a lot of those other cheapies that you see that get in my way when I'm driving fast. So,
Well, now, what if you're on a regular road and people aren't driving over the speed limit? Do you take offense to that?
not really.
Okay, all right. No,
I've calmed myself.
oh, good.
I
good.
keep the high speeds for the racetrack.
Good. Safety first. Safety first every time. So we like Corvettes from Kentucky. Makes
Love 'em.
sense. Makes sense. Are you familiar with Louisville?
I am not.
Okay,
I've
fair.
only been out of Wicksville for 3 times. This one I don't count,
Oh.
but I'm here and
So why
I'm
wouldn't
not
that?
going to turn it down.
Why wouldn't that count?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's just,
Not as important.
yeah, I don't consider this a place. You don't live in Las Vegas.
Okay. Common misconception. I actually do live in Las Vegas.
Well, it's one of those things you just don't really think of.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I'll go with it. So I saw you skulking last night on Fremont Street. It was a little creepy.
Yeah.
You were wearing considerably less clothing. Can you explain the short shorts?
Well, that was, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
Well, the alcohol flows fairly freely, and being from Kentucky, only miles away from the Jack Daniels plant, could have a drink. Could you have had a drink or two last night?
I may have, but what he is saying there, I don't know nothing about.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I'll go with that. So, what are your feelings on it? Do you know anything about Amsoil?
I've seen it a couple times,
I've seen it a couple times.
and I know people that have known other people that does it, and I just don't really does it at all, but
Hold
yet.
this. I want you to just feel that.
All right.
Okay? I want you to try something. Now, this is something Eben's not going to teach you because he's probably never going to talk to you again. But I'm going to teach you something Eben taught me. So you take the bottle like this, okay?
All right.
You hold it probably, about a foot away. Okay, just like that. Take this hand. You slap the front of the bottle. Go ahead. Give it a slap. I want you to mean it. Come on. Give it. 1,
All
2,
right.
3, go. There we go. So that is how we treat our oil because our oil can stand up to that. Yeah.
That's a good sales pitch.
I like it. So, do you want me to educate you on Amsoil, or do we want to? What do we want to talk
Tell
about
me
today?
a little bit about it. I
I'll tell you.
would know about it a lot because I know everything about cars and racing.
Oh.
And before I get get myself in more trouble.
Oh yeah.
Just going to bring out my NASCAR stickers because I swear I'm going to get a sponsor soon. They've been talking about it, and I know they're ready to put the contract together.
All right.
But I'm not going to take no anymore. So
you sponsoring yourself. Pro Series NASCAR.
They're going to sponsor me. NASCAR is going to sponsor me.
Interesting. Okay. We don't have any questions yet. Oh wait. Hello from Atlanta. All right. This would be spinning. All right. This is Avi. Avi, hello. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching the show. If you have any questions, please blast the question to us. We can answer them while we're live, and then you'll go back through, you moderate yours, and we'll see if Eben can answer some of the other ones later. But,
but if you got something for me, I'll tell you, because I know about all this stuff.
He does. So let me ask you a question. So what type of racing is your favorite? Because there's several different types. And I'm gonna list this for other people. Obviously, you're a racer. I can see it in the blood. All right. So we have dirt track. Okay. You got quarter mile. My personal favorite is quarter mile. I like to see how fast you can launch a chunk of metal down a quarter-mile stretch. That's my heart.
I got respect for that.
Boom. Road course. Second follows is road course, because road course takes an unbelievable amount of skill. Followed by Formula. You've got the open wheel cars out there. You've got midget cars. You've got NASCAR. Obviously, we know about NASCAR. You've got the Craftsman Truck Series. I mean, there's...
You guys can sponsor me.
Oh, wait, there's a sponsorship opportunity?
Yes, look at this. NASCAR, right there. I'm driving for you soon.
All right, I'm okay with that. So, let's see.
Got any other questions for me?
I don't know how much else I got. What information are you willing to give me for free? I'm all about free info.
Well, I'm always easy to give that stuff up. Well, I want to give everyone a lot of good advice in driving fast, because that's the only thing I know how to do, and I swear I can beat anybody.
Wow.
So here's the 3 most important tips driving fast.
Okay.
Number one,
drive
with shapes. So when you're out there in the racetrack, use shapes in the road to steer yourself around the track. Do you understand that?
Are we talking about like looking at a triangle, trying to find a straight line in between a curve, just so you can catch his little turns?
Something like that.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Number 2, cut corners.
Oh, always.
If you can cut that corner and they don't foul you out for running right through the middle, whether it's going through sand or grass, just cut that corner right off.
Now, what about getting stuff on your tires? Because that could get some debris. You want to burn that off.
I have a specialty thing.
Okay.
I does with my tires that I don't tell anybody.
All right. What is that?
And I'm not going to tell you either. I knew he was going to
I was
ask,
that close.
and he was going to fall for something that anybody would. And the third thing?
Third thing.
Negotiate the turns. Don't let the turns negotiate you. When you look at that turn, you don't give it a chance. In your mind, you're basically blazing so fast that you just move right through.
And do that one more time. Let me see that.
What?
I want to see that.
It just kind of goes right through.
With the sound effect, because I don't feel it.
I can't do it again because it's like me taking a turn at over 100. I don't think about it.
Oh.
It just happens when it happens.
It's like greased lightning. You can't bottle it.
It's like that.
Cool. All right. So first things first, cut the corners. Use your. First thing, use your shapes.
Drive with shapes.
That's right. Yep. So basically, you're turning every circle into as much of a straight line as you can. So you cut the path.
He's a quick learner.
Then we got to cut corners carefully, because we don't want a bunch of debris on the tires.
Well, like I said, I don't have to worry about that.
But I do.
Well,
maybe. Unless you share your tires. I won't ask you. Just give me a set of tires.
I can do that.
We'll negotiate.
I can do that.
All right.
I like them.
All right.
I like them.
So we got the tires, and then of course we negotiate the turns. The turns don't negotiate us. So basically,
Exactly.
as you're approaching the turn, your mind is already out of that turn. You saw it coming, you assessed it, and then once you're in it, it's a formality at that point.
You're smart.
Boom.
He understands what we're talking about.
I like racing stuff too.
Yep.
So when I was a kid, used
What
to
do
do
you race?
When I was a kid, I did motorcycles, go-karts. I did BMX before I was allowed to have a motor, and I do have my Mustang, and it's mainly a straight line car, but I'm doing suspension upgrades and stuff because I want to be able to handle some fun turns. I want to keep it low. I want to keep as little body roll as possible.
Jeffrey, save me the spare talk. Those cars are junkers.
They are, but I love mine. I can't lie.
Okay.
Love mine. Yeah, have to.
Does anybody have any questions for me?
Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Oh,
That's okay. That's all right. So,
guess they don't want to learn nothing.
hey, nobody does. Nobody wants to learn it till it's a problem.
That's true.
So,
I had to beat someone 3 times for them to accept I beat them the first time.
Well, that's commitment. That's
That's
commitment.
what I'll do. And at the 4th time, he finally registered what was happening.
Was that on the 4th lap, or was it the 4th full race?
Full race. He's that much of a dummy.
Wow. I
He
mean,
said just because I was from Kentucky and I was somewhat of a tool, people say, but I can be used to fix things.
it's true. Being a tool's not a bad thing in the right way.
Yeah.
So, my next question for you: what is the longest race you've been in? Longest race?
It was 24 hours.
There's gonna be 3,000 Blackhawks.
This is, wow, those are great.
They're gorgeous. Just so you know, we have some Blackhawk helicopters flying by right now, and I'm gonna break for a minute. My heart just stopped a little bit. My face just got flushed because
There's a lot of horsepower there.
I used to fix those.
Did you really?
I did. I fixed Blackhawk. So every time I hear a Blackhawk, I know it's a Blackhawk.
Huh.
Second off, I get to see them and I get to chill. So those are either, and just a little specificity. Those are either more than likely they're Air Force Blackhawks, but they could be Special Forces as well. That's a possibility because the way you know them is any Blackhawk you see with the long nose refueling boom, only Air Force and Special Forces. The rest of the services, we don't need to refuel because we're not doing as crazy as stuff. So, just side note, but they're gone. So, 24-hour Le Mans, huh?
Yes.
Open wheel car?
No.
What were you driving?
GTS class, driving my C5 Corvette.
Oh shit, we're in a Corvette still.
Yes.
All right, so 24 hours. How many miles do you drive?
I drove from the pits back to a mechanic shop where I tooled on it. I usually don't tell everybody that, but I said it, and that's it.
All right. So what's the average speed you want to keep on a Le Mans course? Because I know I know it's brutal, but you got to keep fast, but you got to hit some crazy turns. So like, what is it? You're constantly driving. There's no cruise control there.
Got to use your mind.
All
First
right.
things first.
Do you run the air conditioning?
They do.
Good.
They have AC that
Okay.
blows in there, right in their face.
Oh, I couldn't handle without
It
AC. Okay.
cools them off.
Thank goodness. So, you're driving.
Yep.
It's hour 18. You got 6 hours to go. How are you feeling? How's Wic feeling right at that moment? What's in your head?
I'm thinking if they don't break down, I don't have to get my hands dirty.
Oh, you do got pretty hands. I'm not gonna lie. Not bad. Not bad for a mechanic. I'm not nearly as blessed with good hands, but you know what? My hands are good in another way.
These have made me so much money,
How much money?
you wouldn't even believe it.
What if I would believe it? Just tell me. Is it more than $3.50?
I've done that many times.
Okay, good. Well, then that's it. That's how you do it then. That's the answer. All right, that's the answer.
How did you get your first car? Do you drive a car as nice as a Corvette?
Well, my first car, yeah, absolutely. It was a 1989 Ford Escort GT.
More back to Fords.
You know what? And I'm not going to insult anybody. Oh, hey, Hi, Linda. Hi, Tim. Any questions? Shoot them on.
Someone, did they write you a question there?
Nope, no question. We've
No
got,
one's got a
just
question
showing.
for me? I think they're afraid of me.
Could be.
And a lot of other people seen me drive. And once you see that, it leaves an impression on your mind that you can never erase.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep.
Well, let's see. I got no questions yet. I got no questions. So what's next on the agenda?
I'm thinking Vegas is making me uneasy.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm thinking I come back another time when I can do more things because let's just say I got carried away this time.
Fair enough, fair enough. It happens. Vegas is a rough place. Vegas will take you. But did you enjoy your time?
I enjoyed it.
Good. Good enough. Enjoyed it enough to come back and see us.
Yep.
I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that.
Well, guess I better hit the Corvette.
Go hit the Corvette.
All right.
Not that hard. Just hit the gas, not the wall.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Wic Stevens signing off. See ya.
See you later, Wics. All right, so Wics is heading out of here. I'm going to give Eben a phone call, let him know that Wics has left the building. He'll be more comfortable to come back. So yeah, fantastic. So this week we've done a lot of stuff. I'll just go into shop mode since we're up on the shop site too. Did an engine on a hybrid vehicle. That was pretty fun. Never done a Prius hybrid before. Long and arduous. It was definitely a difficult task, but we got it knocked out. Pretty happy with it. What else? It was a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. Barbecued, spent time with family. Shoot, it's the first weekend you want to go swimming in the pool. Let's see what else. Trying to think. It's just been busy. It's been really busy. Summer's starting to get here. Everybody's starting to get their cars ready. AC systems need to get a service this time of year because we're starting to get hot, and you don't want to come see me in August with a broken air conditioner and say, Jeff, what could I have done? And I said, well, we just got to service the system to keep it going. Now, that's not always the case. Sometimes there are other issues that happen, but the minimum you can do if you don't want to buy a motor for a car, change the oil. Air conditioning, same thing. You don't want to buy an AC kit, make sure you're servicing your AC because when it runs low, it's like running down on oil. Everybody's got their trips and stuff this summer. Come see us. We do feature Amsoil, and we will have that here for you as much as you want. If you got a long road trip and you want to make it around the country on one oil change, or even more, come and see us. Eben, welcome back, sir.
Hey, Jeff. How's it going?
Oh, good.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he left.
All right.
You okay now?
Yeah, it's one of those things you just don't really expect.
You caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just making sure the camera's plugged in and everything.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Oh,
Looks like we got some questions.
We do.
That's
oh
good.
My gosh, we just lit up. So
Hey,
I'll start.
That guy was ridiculous.
Redonkulous. I tried to keep him going, but he kept the lights kept turning off. I didn't know what to do even.
Yeah.
I need fast responses. High five. Thank you. Show them what a real slap looks like even.
All
I was
right.
trying to
Here.
display it just.
This is Amsoil 10W30 Signature Series. Put this stuff in your car. Drive it super far. Boom. Just like so.
All right.
That's it.
So I've got the couple of questions in here, and it looks like it's being answered by other people who are watching. That is fantastic. We've got great participants.
What
And
do you got? Let's see.
so Nicholas Brooks,
Yeah.
best oil for a 2019 6.6 Duramax. Okay.
All right.
Now you and I both know the answer.
Yep.
Okay. I know what you're going to say, so
All
that's
right.
how I know the answer.
All right.
Zippo Gangsta 232 told Nicholas Brock, Amsoil Heavy Duty Diesel Signature Series 5W40. And you know what? I'm going to endorse that as well. Wonderful oil. It's got the diesel rating that it requires. We don't have any in here, do we?
No,
That's all right.
but they can also do 1540
Yeah.
if they want it to be a little bit more robust.
And that's actually what Nicholas responded with. He asked not 1540, so let's address that.
Oh, all right.
Absolutely 1540, especially if you're someplace. I'm just going to give you a small list. Anywhere in the southern states, I'm going to start from dry, okay?
Yep.
From Texas all the way to Southern California, we're tempered. We keep an average temperature year round, considerably higher anywhere else. 1540, you'll never have startup problems.
Yep, especially with 100% synthetic.
Yeah, no
and
issues.
then also you can go 540. That'll be a little bit better. And then if you're super cold, like Wisconsin, where Amsoil's from, or like Canada, you just go 040.
Okay? That I haven't heard of. You can do 040 in a diesel.
Yes.
I did not know that.
We
Like for
make
real,
it.
not
We
even
make
like
it.
playing it up.
100% synthetic.
Wow,
Yep.
that's awesome. That I did not know. Fantastic.
And Amsoil just came out with a 10W30 Signature Series max duty, and that's for improved fuel mileage. So now a lot of the manufacturers, they're actually updating their technical bulletin for thinner oil that flows faster, cools metal parts,
Okay.
and now they're running the 10W30 Signature in a lot of, I think, Ford product.
Okay. Oh, hey. Okay, Nicholas Brooks. He's in the Northeast. So, okay, yeah, Nicholas. Me and Eben, we're gonna agree on this one. It's a 2019. I would call and see if anybody is okay with the 0W40 first. Make sure the manufacturer that is an endorsed viscosity.
Yeah.
But the 5W40, I have no
It's
doubt
great.
in my mind
Yeah.
that is an endorsed
That's great.
viscosity.
Yeah, 540 is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah. Also, big diesel truck. I'm gonna throw the recommendation out there. If you have an opportunity or somebody who can do a bypass filter system for you,
Yep.
it's a 2019. This is the first mile of 10 million. I mean, honestly, a diesel truck, I've seen them with 5, 6, 700,000 miles without having replaced anything other than, I think one of the guys he replaced a couple of injectors, but there's a mechanical portion of injector that is not helped by oil at all.
Yep.
And that the coil, the electrical side, there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is.
Yep.
But yeah, that's fantastic. You get a remote filtering system, and what can you do on a diesel? Like, for example, it's probably what, a 10-quart system or so.
Yeah.
How many miles you go on there with the Signature Series and remote?
With the Signature, with the filter and the Signature, you're good for 1 year, 15,000 miles of severe service.
Wow. Okay.
Plowing snow, towing a trailer, which about 75-80% of people do when you have a heavy duty truck.
If you spent the money and you said, "Hey, I want a diesel," you didn't do it because you like how diesel smells. Even though I do.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I like how diesel smells.
I love diesel.
But yeah, you bought it for a reason. There's no, I'm gonna say the bulk of diesel vehicle owners are really informed car buyers, because you get the people that come with the diesel Volkswagens. There's a couple of diesel gems out there that people don't know of. I don't know if you knew this. One of the iterations of the Jeep Liberty came with a small diesel, and God, they're bulletproof motors. They're bulletproof.
That's awesome.
So yeah, Nicholas, go with the 540. At a minimum, make sure you use an Amsoil filter,
Yep.
and that's to get your severe duty. I'm guessing if you're in the Northeast and you got a big truck like that, I hope you got a plow on the front, because that's some great money.
It is.
That is some great
It's
money.
a blast. Yeah.
If you want to, just a pro tip, you can get the sides and the nose of the vehicle covered with InvisiShield.
Yep.
Get that clear plastic coating so none of that ice and snow will screw it up. And then, of course, you already know if you're in the Northeast, get the Z-Bart underneath. You familiar with Z-Bart coating?
Never heard of it. Z-Bart.
It's basically, it's a proprietary, but I think I back engineered it.
I'm going to show him that fuel additive too.
Yeah.
You grab it.
The Z-Bart coating is basically like a tar undercoating that they spray under the truck or under the car to prevent the fenders and stuff from rusting out. But
Also, another great thing to grab is a case of this stuff. This is the Injector Clean plus Cetane Boost, and this does huge gas mileage. And I've been giving these out like candy cakes.
Yeah.
Like, you know how they're giving these things out all over the place, just different. So that's what I've been doing. And this is all the benefits to it. Up to 8% better gas mileage. right there, right there. So yeah, really do a maintaining dose and also a cleaning dose with it. And the cute little bottles are actually less expensive than the big bottles, which is weird. And that way you can, like if you have a car that's diesel, you can just put one bottle in like a 20-gallon tank to maintain it, and then you do a double to clean it. And then if you have a huge diesel truck, then you do 4 bottles to clean it. And that'll really help keep your fuel system in tip-top shape, helps with corrosion, better gas mileage, more horsepower, and that's what I would get right away. And so yeah, you'll see some updates on it as we get some feedback from people. I have some tests going out with this right now.
We got let's see, Sing Si Tao.
All right. Hey,
Says,
Sing, how's it going, Sing?
Oh, you know him?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Sing, how you? Oh, hey, I remember he was one of the names in the giveaway.
Yeah, he's won a couple giveaways. Yeah.
Love it.
Yep.
He says, just here to say Amsoil is the way. Thank you. We really appreciate that, 100%.
Thanks, Sing, for sharing my videos many times. And also, I appreciate you trying all the products. I think he's almost done everything. He's a preferred customer.
Nice.
For quite a while.
Good stuff.
And awesome guy.
And then Nicholas said, thanks, Nick. You are very welcome. Our pleasure. Any questions about automobiles? The reason you don't pay for this show is because we want you to have this information. You know, some of the best advice is given for free. Some of the stuff you have to pay for is crap. They want you to come pay for, let's say, $5,000 for a self-help seminar. If they could really help you, do you think they charge you $5,000, or are they helping themselves?
Exactly.
Just kind of throwing that out there.
Exactly. And you know, the thing is with this channel is it's just about giving back to the community. You know, what can you do for somebody and make a difference? And it all comes around. You know, you just have to make sure that you're giving something, and when you do, it comes around. Like Sing, he shared the channel now probably, I don't know, probably 10 times, and he's already won, I think, twice.
What did he win?
He's won some products.
Okay.
I believe some motor oil and a couple other things.
Very awesome.
But yeah, he's been doing it nonstop, and he's a friend on Facebook and Instagram. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, definitely friend both of us. And if you live in Vegas, Jeff, you got to meet Jeff.
Yeah.
You know, you can come down and see the shop here. It's like a well-oiled machine here with all these bays and everything.
Lots of traffic in and out. Like we hustle every day. There's not a single day that I don't go home and say, well.
Yeah, Jeff really does a great job, and he brings that authenticity that's to the next level, and that's why we decided to start the channel and do some different stuff. And yeah,
helping people.
Great. Yeah.
Matt McDermott, what's happening? How we doing?
Thanks, Matt. Really appreciate you doing your F-250 with a Cummins diesel.
Ooh,
we did that, and he's got a bypass.
That was the one you were telling me about.
Yep. So if you're just checking out this video,
is Matt out here?
He's Arizona. He takes talk back and forth between Vegas, Arizona. He drives about 30,000 miles a year. Perfect for a bypass oil filter.
Nice. Yeah.
And now he got a new truck, but I'm gonna actually throw in the corner. I'm gonna throw a link to the video of Matt's oil change, and I'm gonna put that right here in the corner.
So mechanics have a thing, and I'm sure you're privy to it because you're into porno as well. There's this thing called car porn.
All right.
There are certain things you see that make your heart just like absolutely jump out of your chest. You feel your face flush. I mean, it's insane.
Yes.
So Matt, when he told me about putting a Cummins in an F-250, I kind of lost my shit a little bit.
That's awesome.
I've never seen that. When you get out here, when you have a chance to swing it by, I would love to swoon over your car a little bit. So this is some car porn for the truly gearhead people, okay? I was at a gas station, and of course, when you're a mechanic, everybody looks at girls. Girls are pretty. Mechanics see cars first. It just happens that way. So I was gassing up my vehicle, and I look behind me, and I see a early, like 2002, 2003, little tiny S10 pickup. right?
Cute little boogers.
Cute little booger with the regular tires on it, not like somebody did something to it. It was the one you could even tell that it was the one they put the 4-cylinder in. But there was one funny ass thing I saw. I look in the front, and behind the grill there's an intercooler. Just so you know, if you're not car people, intercoolers, what they use to either cool down any form of forced induction. So if you have a turbo or a supercharger, before it pushes the air into your engine, it pushes it through like, it looks like a radiator, and it cools down the temperature of that air so it can actually put more air and fuel into the engine. Boom, we have more power. So, little tech, we're off that. I see an intercooler on the front of an S10. There has been no version. Oh, hey, John
All right.
Sheets.
All right, John.
Hi,
Hey,
John.
what's
Good
up,
to see
John?
you.
Good to see you. Yeah, we'll see you at Wanderground. He's a good friend. He's always on Facebook.
Absolutely,
He's
absolutely.
watching the channel all the time.
And if you guys ever catch John on Facebook, he has some really, really awesome words of wisdom. He puts up a lot of really good quotes and very positive. And, you know, there's nothing better than to associate yourself with other positive people. So,
Yep,
John,
and stay tuned.
love you, guy.
We're gonna have him on the channel soon. He's gonna be getting his car oil changed.
Oh, we got that Kia. Oh,
Yep.
John, I can't wait.
Yep,
I'm excited.
yep,
I'm excited.
yep, yep.
So the S10. Oh, Matt saw one with the 350. I'll tell you about that one in a bit. So we got the one. He pops the hood, right? I'm super jacked and excited. He has the 2.2 liter engine, the one before the EcoTech. Okay,
All right,
so
and this is on the S10.
this is on the S10.
All right.
I know damn good and well there is absolutely zero performance parts for that engine.
All right.
None.
All right.
They put it in Chevy Cavaliers, small pickups, and at no point did they put it in a fast car, because if they wanted to make the vehicle fast, like for the Cavaliers, those Z74s,
That's
or I'm
bizarre.
sorry, Z24s,
Yeah.
they put the 2.4 liter. So they actually used a bigger motor.
That's
This was
bizarre.
literally, this is just a boat anchor to put in vehicles, but it works. They get good. They're good. So he had custom-made exhaust manifold for the turbo. He took obviously you just take a turbo off the shelf and put it on there. Custom exhaust manifold, custom hot side, custom cold side, everything dialed in. This thing was a freaking animal, and this guy put in every ounce of work by hand. Like it is literally like trying to create a marble statue back in the early before, you know, before the first year of the
What the
millennia.
heck?
Insane. He did
Wow.
this by hand, and just to see the artistry, to see, you know, he's like, yeah, it breaks down a lot. I'm like, yeah, of course, because none of this was designed, but he made so many of his own parts. That to me is impressive.
And that's
stuff.
on the engine. Wow.
All right, so Matt saw one with a 350. I saw one with a 350. Had that much room between the fan and the radiator, but it was impressive until he started blowing out components of his driveline, because he had more power in the front than he had in the back. But damn, that's cool. And it was 4x4. Let's see here. Just did my first. Okay, so we have James Chapman.
All right.
Oh, I like this. Okay, just did my first oil change CVT in a 2017 Honda Accord with 30,000 miles.
Sweet. You
Awesome.
got to it at just the right time.
I'm kind of happy about that, because we had just been talking in the shop earlier about CVT fluid. CVT is one of those delicate things, and I'm going to tell you personal experience. If you have a Nissan and you have CVT, only put the Nissan CVT fluid in. That I know 100%. Other than that,
There she is.
yeah, there it is.
100% synthetic
Hot
CVT.
damn.
That's it. And
So-
it's good for all the specifications. So Audi, Volkswagen, GM, Kia, Mazda, Honda, Mercedes, BMW, Nissan, Toyota, Lexus. So this meets and exceeds all those specs.
It does, and
Yep.
I'm just giving the Jeff word of advice, because a Nissan dealership tried to sail me under a river, because we did a service on a customer's vehicle. We used, it wasn't Amsoil, but it was a premium synthetic CVT fluid that said it was compatible. I got a feeling what happened is the fact that the vehicle had 60,000 miles. He hadn't had a service yet on the CVT.
All right, so you have to change it at 30,000, way before 60.
Yeah.
Just so they know. All right.
Way before 60. And you know what? It's sometimes it's the hot potato game. I was the last one with the potato in my hand. Doesn't matter what happened before.
Yep.
And so, you know, we took a shot here, but because of that, I now have the service fill of the 2 different types of CVT transmission fluid for Nissan. So if you do have a Nissan, you have 30,000 miles, I do have the OEM fluid here for you. So that's the only one. I'm not willing to roll the dice because I got a shop.
Yep.
But other than that, I absolutely, if you got a Honda, a Toyota, Volkswagen, Audi uses a CVT.
You can put this in all of them.
Yeah.
Yep. You name it.
Oh, that, not this.
Yeah.
Don't put this in your CVT. Boy, that might be a problem.
Yeah. So it's amazing how many people don't know when to change it. And speaking of that, I'm actually doing a video which we have Jeff in. Another cool garage that specializes in transmissions.
Yeah.
And that's a really good friend of mine, Steven. And we did install it, and this is good for Mercedes, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Honda. All the specs are right there. Check it out, Jeff.
That's awesome. We got James Chapman again. Sun's 2006 Ultima 157,000. No, it does not require CVT fluid. I'm pretty dang sure that one's not CVT.
Yep.
Fact check me back. I don't think Nissan started playing with CVTs until about 2008 or 9. But yeah. Nissan CVT used Nissan fluid. Before that, actually the synthetic fluid that they offer for the ATF, this well exceeds the Matic D and Matic S for Nissan. I would 100% use that over, I mean, remember on Nissan's fluid meets their standards, but we exceed it.
Yep, yeah. And the other thing is with that too, there's an Amsoil, it's called the Lookup Guide, and you'll see that in the description section of this video and on all my previous videos, and you can look up for that vehicle exactly what it takes.
Service fill, all that kind of stuff.
Yep, it gives the capacity, the fluid capacity.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I was going to say manual transaxle gear lube. So some transmissions take this, even that are automatic, and I actually use this on one of my first transmission videos was a cute little pocket-sized smart car.
Oh yeah, because I got
what it takes.
Smart cars have basically long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Volkswagen came out with a semi-automatic transmission. Volkswagen semi-automatic transmission was really interesting. So what you would do is you would push in the clutch, put it in first gear, and release the clutch. Now you were ready to drive. After that, you didn't have to use the clutch until you came to a stop again.
Wow.
Very interesting. But smart cars are the exact same thing. The transmission. It will shift, you resume the gas, and you don't get the kick in the ass.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm sure people who drive smart cars all the time probably have figured that out by now.
All right.
But yeah, the first time I drove it, I thought there was something wrong with this transmission. It was snap shift. I'm like, this is crappy. I'll never buy a smart car. I've learned since then. They're cool little cars. Still think I'm a little bit big, kind of look like a very large clown getting out of a very small circus car, maybe a Shriner, something like that, you know. So.
And then we're also going to be talking about dual clutch transmissions.
Ooh, hey, there we go.
And when to change them. And now, believe it or not, BMW is doing these dual clutch crazy.
Yeah.
And Audi's doing them.
Those are what they're using in their 9 speeds and 9 and 11. Is there an 11 speed or no?
I think a lot of the dual clutch are actually 7-speed. I believe. And Porsche is making a real big deal about them. And I actually drove a 9.9 Turbo S.
Okay.
And it was impressive. It still didn't shift as quick as Ferrari, but this 100% synthetic dual clutch is actually good for all those cars I mentioned. It's good for BMW.
Oh, hey, real quick.
Fiat. Yep.
When your phone's going off, nobody can hear you.
All right. So I'll just turn off the music. Thanks for saying that.
Thank you, Matt.
Yep. All right, ringtone's off. Thanks.
All right, cool. So, where were we at? We were talking about the clutch transmissions, right?
Yep.
So one of the things I was reading, because I basically just read technical manuals all the time, and the dual clutch transmissions were having issues. I don't know if they fixed it or not with downshifting.
And Danny,
because they have two different sides of the transmission. You've got the even gears and the odd gears. It has trouble if you stomp it and it has to go from an even gear to an even gear. From even to odd, it can shift over really fast, like super efficient. But if it has to go from, say, first or from third down to first because you're really early in third gear and you're dropping it down.
So I wanted to mention something. A good,
Hi, Andre. How you doing?
What's up? A really good friend and subscriber. His name is Danny. He mentioned something very important on CVT, and a lot of these they're actually saying to change it at 20,000.
No shit.
Yes.
Wow.
So if they're saying 20, you may even want to do 15, because what they're trying to do is they want you to expire your unit, and they want you to buy a new transmission from the dealer.
Oh, well, let me tell you about the racket there.
All right, tell us more, Jeff.
Okay, number one, nobody in town, in Las Vegas, and boy, we're kind of a big town, right? We're a big deal.
Millions of people.
We're a big deal.
All right.
Nobody in town will rebuild the CVT transmission, not even the dealer.
So
Okay?
it's like a throwaway lighter.
Pretty much. Well, no. So here's what I think's happening. I'm gonna throw my conjecture in there.
All right.
But it's just conjecture. There's no fact based here. You buy the transmission from them new. They're reasonably priced considering you're buying a brand new transmission. I think the last one we installed, parts and labor totals about $4,000, which
$4,000.
considering that you have to buy a new unit, that's not horrible. But you send back the core. They charge us almost $1,000 for the core. They want those things back because I think they're attempting to try to figure out
How to rebuild it.
how to rebuild, not just how to rebuild it, but how to prevent them from failing so fast. I mean, I've seen these transmissions go as fast as 25 or 30,000 miles.
All right, so if they're going at 30, that means they're overheating the fluid, and a lot of people don't know that the number one
Thank you, Matt. We'll see you later. He's going to get him some grub. He's going to stop by here. He's going to stop by here on Friday.
Awesome.
So, cool.
And the number one reason a transmission fails, I want everyone to know this, is because the fluid overheats.
Yes.
And then it actually starts to disintegrate and pull the clutch plates apart, the metal, the bearings come apart, and it just self-destructs. So when this fluid actually wears out, that's what actually wrecks the transmission. And the best thing to prevent that, change the fluid, change the filter, and on this big ugly monster, this huge Expedition, this thing gets like 15 miles a gallon, and it's good. You can tow with it a little bit. It's a gas one. But I actually just did the transmission fluid on this, and the fluid actually looked great. And I actually used the standard ATF fluid, and I have that right here. Yeah, this is the standard. Got it.
There we go.
The standard ATF fluid, and I just did it 100% synthetic, and the fluid was great, but the filter was actually full of particles and dust.
Yeah.
And what you don't realize, depending on your transmission, your fluid can be fine when you use Amsoil, but you actually have to drop the pan to change the filter.
Anecdotal question: does Amsoil make any transmission filters?
They don't at the time.
Cool.
They recommend Wics filtration.
Okay.
And Wics is the leader in filtration to this day. They're
Cool.
Still, yep.
Awesome. That good to know. Good to know because I buy transmission filters and I replace them. So James, Honda service guy, told me to do it 30,000. Said keep it up. I have no problems. I honestly, James, I haven't done any of the CVT transmissions on Hondas yet. I've done a bunch on Nissans though, and look, I don't want to get sued for slander or anything like that. I used to preach Nissan. I've had several. I had a 1985 and a half.
You're gutsy, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff is a war hero.
Oof. 85 and a half Nissan pickup. I should be convicted of murder. I tried to kill that thing. Attempted murder every day I drove it because I was a jerk. I did not treat that vehicle well, and it treated me really well. It gave me 10 years of good service until I found the back end of a Toyota really close up. I was examining something. I don't know what happened. Whatever. It died. I also had a 98 Nissan Altima that had, 250,000 miles when I finally crashed it.
Wow.
I had switched over to synthetic during its lifetime because my wife would never bring me her car. So she's like, oh, it's time for oil change. And like 3 months later, she'd say, okay, you can take it today. That's not good for my car. So I had to beat her with product. So that was when I first met. Me and Mobil1 got friendly. Then I started using Mobil1, which gave me, I was confident to about 8,000 miles. I didn't do the full 10. Just didn't trust it.
And actually, back in the old days, it actually was a different product than it is now. And Mobil1 and Royal Purple, they actually changed, and they've actually taken some of the higher quality additives out of the product.
Yeah. James said again, 2001 Altima ran it till 215, no problems. Absolutely.
Wow.
Because the 2001 from 1997 to maybe 02, definitely 01 was the same motor as the KA24. That thing was damn near indestructible. Wonderful, wonderful car.
Hey, Jeff, we got 9 people.
Hey!
That's pretty good.
I'm digging it. I'm loving it.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Thanks for checking out the channel. Yeah.
Old Nissans, man, I can't say enough about them. New Nissans, I'm not going to say they're bad. I'm just going to say, hey, if you got a transmission issue, bring it here. I can change them out pretty quick now.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, the transmission thing is so important, and so as low as 15,000 miles.
Yeah.
And then if you're doing all highway driving with a really, really good, like 100% synthetic ATF, some of these over-the-road trucks go 100,000 miles. So you really want to keep an eye on it, and then also check your fluid, check the dipstick if it has one, feel and hear the way it shifts. If the shifts are slowing down, even though the fluid looks good, just like on this Expedition, that means that filter has a lot of particles in it. Yeah. You have to change that filter.
Or the fluid could just be broken down. I mean, honestly,
yeah.
I just did a road trip in my one of my vehicles, and I didn't have time to order the Amsoil like I was supposed to, but I had to change my trans fluid. I've got my bulk transmission fluid is actually really good. I use synthetic transmission fluid for my bulk.
All right.
Most people just use the cheap stuff. I don't like that.
All right.
So I did fluid service on there. I ran about 10 quarts through there.
All right.
And the shift is just so much better. And I was actually mildly concerned about this vehicle because I got it. It's got 200,000 miles on it. I don't know. I know I just put the engine in. The engine only has 30K.
Wow.
But the transmission, no clue.
Wow.
Did the fluid all the way up, towing the vehicle up to Washington, and then driving back unladen. Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
So if you just got a new vehicle and you don't have any records on it, you agree, Jeff? 100% get it done right away. I
mean, honestly, look, you know, let's say, do you ever go to Savers or Goodwill? You like those stores at all?
I go to Goodwill. I like the clothes there.
Fantastic. Do you put them on directly? Do you wash them first?
I wash them first.
You don't know whose balls been in those pants.
Exactly.
You don't know what they did to that car before you bought it.
Yeah. So and the cost is a few $100. I mean, nothing.
That's cheaper than car insurance.
It is.
Sure as hell cheaper than an engine.
Or than a warranty that doesn't even exist.
Don't even get me started on those warranties.
Jeff knows the warranties won't help you out. And what a lot of people don't know, and I wanted to touch on this, when you do this trans fluid, you're actually preserving your transmission, getting better gas mileage when you go to 100% synthetic. But what a lot of people don't know is when you actually have a warranty thing, first things first, they actually don't switch out the transmission until it fails. So I don't know if a lot of people don't know, but Chrysler says it's guaranteed. So when your fluid thickens, which all transmission fluid, as it breaks down, it oxidizes. And for every 18 degrees hotter, it actually oxidizes twice as fast. It's an exponential relationship. But as it thickens, your shifts slow down. But if your transmission still shifts and it's not broken where it doesn't drive, they won't fix it. They'll actually say it's just fine.
Well, that's for the manufacturer warranties.
Yes.
And I've actually helped customers with that. If you have a warranty, and I've got James on with a question and Chris with a question, will be right there with you.
All right, get them.
Yeah. So real quick with the warranty stuff. Yeah. Ford Fiestas have been having some issues because they got that new dual clutch transmission.
That is hilarious.
Not working great. So what I will do here is I will diagnose the car for the customer. I will print them out the sheet. I will write every note, and I'll print them out the service bulletins that Ford doesn't like to give their customers, but I got them.
Wow.
And I will send them up to the Ford place with all this ammunition as a user, because most end users, you don't have that ammunition that we have. I send them up there with guns ablazing. I send them with a card. I said, they got any questions? Have them call me. I love to take somebody trying to ram somebody. I'm gonna give it right back, but twice as big.
Jeff's really goes to battle for all his clients. Really does.
You know what? Bad stuff happened to people in mechanic shops. We have the hardest reputation to maintain a good rep because there's too many people out there doing bad. So hoorah to all the honest mechanics out there. Hoorah to all the honest shops and everybody who shares information with each other trying to help. So we got James. Would you recommend for my son's trans, what Amsoil again for the 06 Nissan? That is going to be the Gray Package Signature Series ATF. That is perfect because that's going to cover the, Matic S, I believe is what they have.
Yeah, and
more than covers the Matic S.
It's listed on
Matic
here.
D, Matic J,
Yep.
Matic K.
Here's all the specification on the ATF. And then just double check it. You'll just go on the lookup guide and you'll see that if you go to previous videos, everywhere I have the Amsoil lookup. And you'll click on it, you'll put the year, make, model, and it'll give you all the capacities to the cart, and then it'll also give you the packaging. And then if you're not sure, always grab an extra quart or two, just in case if you spill some, you don't have to have an extra quart shipped and pay for shipping, because when you're a preferred customer, you don't have to pay for shipping. When you order $100, it's all free shipping. So
yeah.
Yep.
And you know what, to be honest with you, if you decide to do 2 services on your vehicle, pick 2 boxes: engine, transfer case, transmission gear. 2 is going to get you $100 in product.
Yep.
So do them 2 at a time.
Yeah, just do like the most important stuff is going to be like
engine and coolant first.
Engine and coolant is great. Yep.
And then do transmission differential.
Yep.
Driveline, powertrain,
and you're good. And just for instance, just a motor oil and
cool. Chris, real quick, wanted to hit Chris. You asked if we do a GDI engine manifold cleaning at your shop. I do. You would have to come here and talk to me about it. Depends on which gas direct inject you have. Mazda has them. Kia and Hyundai are doing them now. Chevy has direct inject, especially if you're picking up that little bit of carbon misfire that they like to do.
Yep.
I do have stuff to fix it. I believe that the Amsoil Power Foam works well for that.
Yep. Jeff will power foam it, and then also the PI Performance Improver Fuel Cleaner.
Yeah.
Proprietary.
And then if it is a Chevrolet, I do have a special product for Chevrolet that is made by GM, and I stand behind it because I've used that product. And we have done the Power Foam. We did the Power Foam on, I don't see any in here.
Yeah, we did the Power Foam on the Happy Bread van.
Yeah.
That's a van from Pahrump. It's like the best French bakery in Pahrump, and it's a hilarious van. Yeah.
I got real quick. Mason. Just so that bleeped a little bit. That's for you, bud. Sorry, that's funny joke. I mean, Mason, hopefully he'll be on our show next month or so.
So we'll have more shop guys that work here with Jeff. We'll have them on, and that way you guys know when you come in.
Meet the crew.
Yeah, you know who you're talking to.
Everybody knows Jeff.
Yep.
I want you to know everybody.
Everybody screams for Jeff.
Jeff!
Jeff!
Reference the Finding Jeff video. Just so
yes,
you know, reference the Finding Jeff, like
yes.
Finding Nemo, but different.
Yes, there's a Finding Jeff video. It's on Instagram, I think, on my Instagram.
So, awesome. Yeah, I gave Chris the shop number. Friends and family on YouTube. I listed the shop number in the chat. So if you have any automotive questions, I am here 6 days. Call midday. Guarantee I'll be here. I may be busy, and that's okay because I'm trying to take care of everybody's car. But we'll take a message and I will call you back before the end of the day. All right. So yeah. Can you talk about motor coat? I know nothing about motor coat. I'm going to be honest. This is Jack Brown.
All right. Thanks for checking out the channel, Jack. We appreciate it. You got Jeff tongue twisted.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it. Thanks for doing that.
Wow. Thanks. I love it. Teach me. What is motor coat, sir?
Motor coat for...
I have no idea.
I don't know what motor coat is.
So I'm guessing because it's spelled K-O-T-E that it is a name of a product. I am not familiar with motor coat at all. I've heard of Motor. I've heard of JB Justice Brothers. I've heard of Sun. I've heard of... There's a lot of...
I don't know about motor coat, but my personal favorite aerosol that Amsoil makes is the silicone spray.
I think he's talking about motor coat's going to be more like a friction modifier additive, like a Lucas or a Slick 50, a PTFE or something like that.
All right. And there's a lot of really good additives, and I talk to a lot of oil guys, and even the guy that signed me up, Tom, he's got years in it, and there are additives that will get you better gas mileage.
Okay.
But there's a catch.
All right, what's the catch?
The base stock of oil can only hold so many additives, and once you do more, you actually distort, and you can actually cause oil shearing down the road.
Okay.
You can also shorten the life of the oil, and you have to weigh, is that extra mile or to a gallon worth having to change the oil twice or 3 times as fast?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have a response. Michelle John said it's an additive for oil. Jack Brown said yes. Okay, so we're on the right path. So we're going to talk about oil additives real quick then. Let's see, where are we at here? We're pushing.
All right,
we're pushing.
We got a good solid hour, huh, Jeff?
We're at an hour. We're at an hour. So we'll finish up with the we'll save something for next week.
Yeah.
Why don't you know what? This week I am going to round up an entire armload of different additives. I have access to additives that you can't buy at AutoZone. So
all right,
we're going to get differential friction modifiers. I'm going to get ATF friction modifiers. I'll even get a bottle of Advanced Track, which is some of the stuff for the GM transfer cases.
Beautiful.
God, I will get you things I believe in and don't believe in. We're gonna have so much fun. Yeah, next week's gonna be cool. Now I'm already excited. I'm stoked.
This is awesome. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Any other good questions?
Blacked Out S550 just received another Amsoil Signature Series oil change for my friend's 2007 Chevy Silverado. I'm slowly but surely getting to change to Amsoil product. So Blacked Out S550, good job. Keep
we really
rolling.
Appreciate you. And then also definitely share the channel, tag Jeff and I, and go ahead and text me the screenshot that you shared it. Even if you're not on Facebook or Instagram, it's okay. Just text my YouTube channel to other people. Let them know about it. I will personally save you in my phone on my groups list, and I'm going to have you in my Amsoil giveaway at the end of the month. It's the last Saturday of every month, live, 11 a.m. So
I got a good question. I feel like I'm qualified to answer this one now.
Jeff is more qualified.
No, this is an Amsoil question. This is in your wheelhouse, but I'm going to take it.
All right, do it, Jeff.
So, William Bissell, if Amsoil is sold through MLM.
All right, multi-level marketing.
Perfect.
Yep.
Then why does Fleet Farm in Wisconsin have it? Is the owner of the store a dealer? The answer is yes. Good job, sir. Yes. He is a dealer. In order to have and sell Amsoil product, you either need to be a preferred customer or dealer. At this shop, I happen to be the dealer, so I am the reason there's Amsoil on the shelf. Eben signed me up as a dealer. Super stoked about it. And
and then there's some limitations too. So a lot of people ask about that farm and fleet. They can only do up to a chain of so many. So they don't allow Amsoil to be sold in bulk like Wama or like an O'Reilly.
Exactly, because you know what? There's a mild level of exclusivity to the product.
It is actually a more higher level exclusivity than you think, especially out in the middle of nowhere. But to answer that question on that I believe is a chain of less than 11 locations. Okay. So once you get over so many locations, you can't go beyond 11. Okay. So that's
or unless they maybe break it up, district management. There's many ways to skin a cat, but yeah, no, definitely somebody is an owner of that individual franchise for themselves.
And if you want to look that up more, click on my link, go to the website, and then you'll see you can go into why Amsoil and stuff, and then you'll look under dealer, and then it talks about also commercial accounts too, and also retail, and the limitations on retail, and that's a retail account.
My retailer just
Jeff can do both.
Okay.
Jeff is retail and also a dealer, so he can
I always
sign
forget.
anybody up. He can sign up another shop, just like I can. And then Jeff can also go ahead and sell it here. Like if you just want to buy,
Yeah, if you just want to come buy case goods.
yeah, just buy a case, or you want to grab a bottle of fuel system cleaner, stop over, you can buy one.
Buy whatever you want.
Yep.
I'm here for you.
Yep.
So, all right, well, thanks for watching Express Lube and Auto Repair on Facebook and Synthetic Oil Protection. It was fun. We had a fun guest today. I'm sorry you weren't here to see it. I mean, I know it's like nails on a chalkboard for you, but it was fun for me.
Yeah, I saw that guy for like a couple minutes, and you just have to know when to just let it go. And
You let it go pretty quick.
yeah, thanks, Jeff.
You only had so much energy.
Thanks
Hey,
for handling that guy.
absolutely. Hey, I'll jump on a grenade for you even if I have to.
Thanks, Jeff. All right,
So-
we'll see you guys back next week. All right, cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Protection,
Thank you.
protection,
Thank you. What's up, CJ? All right. This is it. Thank you, guys.